excited because it's been a little while since I have last had fun and baked, since not everything is baking. So I'm excited to try out a recipe from my mother. She has been wanting to have this granola that I made a long time ago because it's much healthier for her than other granolas that you find on the market. So I'm just going to jump right into it. Yay, let's get ready to rumble. So I have here about 3 cups of oats. You definitely want to use oats because they still have the germ, the endosperm, and the bran, as compared to, let's say, refined flours or anything refined in general. So you have a better or easier way, or really your body has a better way to use the energy for longer term as compared to a refined type of product that you pretty much spike up and come back down with the sugar. The next, we are going to do, you can do any dried fruit. I'm doing, since I have nothing at home right now, and I remember doing this last time, I think I used dried bananas though, also. But this time I'm gonna use coconut. Because coconut, as I've talked about before, has a lot of good vitamins and minerals in it, vitamin E, whatnot. That would be very good in terms of reactive oxygen species and whatnot. And plus, it's just tasty. And then we also have about a cup of nuts. I did a bit of peanuts, I did sunflower kernels, and almonds. So that'll also give her the right amount of protein, some fats throughout the day to keep her going. And let me just mix. Another thing you may not have known about coconut is that it's actually like nectarines and peaches, where they're called stone fruit, so drupe. And that means that there's a skin on top, which we've seen that hairy skin, but also an extra skin. And then it's stone or very hard as the seed, and then the actual seed part is on the inside. Next, I'm going to use about a half cup of peanut butter. I'm gonna end up melting it. But the peanut butter is great also for those fats like we talked about before. And it just holds everything together and it's delicious. Okay? We are going to melt this down a little bit. Okay, melty. Now we're gonna pour in about a half cup of honey. And the honey just again adds that extra sugar that I know my mother wants because I like my mom happy. Yeah, the reason I like honey a little bit better than other refined sugars is that my belief is that whatever is in nature is easier for your body to digest and break down. So if it's hard for you to extract the product you want, the harder it is for your body to break it down. And since honey, other than, the few stings, is easier, much easier to break down, to extract, then in my opinion, it is much easier to break down in the body. Okay, and so we're going to just mixy. We want that flavor all incorporated. Now we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract. You just want to increase that flavor, that sweetness. And that's the great thing about vanilla extract. It's kind of like that shortcut that if you don't want to add a bunch of calories to increase your sugar levels or the flavor, you can always add vanilla and it just increases that flavor without having to add the extra calories. Okay, so what we're gonna do is pour this on top and just mix in. Like I'm doing this both at the same time. It's probably not a great idea. Now you can do whatever mix you want when you make your granola. I just suggest that whatever you do, you have something that is a good type of carb. You have some dried fruits, which just gives you that extra sugar and other vitamins and minerals that you get from the fruits. And then having nuts, because that just gives you a longer time frame in which you have energy, because that's the one thing that nuts and seeds definitely do, is give you a good amount of energy to keep going. I myself also like adding almonds because of the magnesium levels in almonds. Not only will it help you just general with your blood sugar levels, it'll also help with those symptoms as well. So you definitely want to mix until you get clumps coming together. And not everything's going to come together like a big ball. That would seem more like a dough, but you definitely want those little itty bits of deliciousness coming together. And I'm making an entire mess out of this. Okay, and let's transfer this onto a baking sheet. Aha! So I lined my baking sheet with parchment paper that I had cut by mistake beforehand. So there's 2 pieces, but lining your baking sheet with parchment paper is going to save you cleanup in the long run, believe me. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna dump a little bit of a mess, and just try to create one layer with it. You want even distribution in terms of heat, so getting the most even layer you possibly can, again, is going to save you frustration in the long run, because you don't want pieces burnt and then other pieces uncooked. And there's just something soothing about baking granola. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me being weird, but it's something really simple and easy to make that is very healthy and good for your body and your friends' bodies, that it's hard not to enjoy making something that makes other people feel good and makes you feel good while you're making it. So I enjoy making granola. Okay, so we are done with that. Oh, before the rest goes on. So I have heated. I turned on the oven. I put that on for about 275. You don't really need to cook this in terms of how you would for baking at like a 350. You want a low, slow bake. So yeah, this goes in for about 20 minutes for right now. And now we wait. Okay, so let's take this out. That is hot. Looks like deliciousness. But it's not done yet. I still have to mix all of this and then put it back in the oven. If you leave it the way it is and bake it longer, you could probably make bars into it. If you, instead of adding a half cup of honey and peanut butter, you could probably do a cup of each and it would hold much better. Be a little sticky, but hold much better. And you could probably make bars out of this. But I'm making straight up granola. So that is going to go back in for about 10 to 15 minutes. And we wait again. Okay, now we are done. I took it out of the oven probably about 5-10 minutes ago. So this is pretty cool to the touch. And the longer that this cools, the more crispy that it gets. So you can hear that sound. Still kind of have to break some of it up though. Ah, no. If you want to take a look, that looks golden brown and delicious. And now a taste. Even though this is not for me, but let's see. Take a little bit of everything. Just, yeah, there we go. That's good. I can even taste the sunflower kernels, and it's not too strong, which is nice. And I taste peanut buttery, but not too sweet, which is good too. So, success! Honestly, granola is one of the best things and easiest things you can make. You can end up with a great amount of benefits when you do granola, especially with the amount of types of fruits and seeds and nuts that you put in. And it's just a great way to either start or maintain your day. So, I definitely encourage you to try different mixes, different seeds, different nuts, different dried fruits. Try it out, see what you like, and let me know what you think. Comment below. So catch you next time. Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good when it dries.